Good morning, guys. So happy Wednesday. I'm feeling a little bit better today. It's always the first couple days. It's usually just the first day, but the first couple days can be kind of rough. So today we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But last night I ended up I came home, made this minestrone soup. Well, first let's see. Oh, I did put a little note in the video, and I'm sorry the video kind of messed up at the end. Talking about Tuesday's vlog that just went up. I was just really not feeling it yesterday, but at lunchtime I did end up eating half of my lunch, and it was really good. That turmeric rice was so good. Definitely will be making something like that again. But the salad was not sounding good, so I did not eat that, but I only ate about half, and then I ate one of those, what are those things called? Those things I showed you with the cheese and the nuts and stuff, so I ate one of those. And I think I ate my cheese stick that I took yesterday. So that's what I ended up eating. And then later in the day, I ate my grapes, and I just brought home the rest and put it in the refrigerator. So then when I got home, I made the soup, and I just made it really quickly as soon as I got home. That way I could sit down, and then I hurried up and did some editing on the video, but my stomach was hurting so bad. It was just cramping so bad. So I just laid down the rest of the night and just did some Pinterest meal planning, and then did some reading. And then of course I didn't want to go to bed because the book is like at the very end and it's getting so good. I'm reading Jar of Hearts by Jennifer somebody. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm going to go over all the books that I've read this month when I do my September's favorites. Jennifer Hillier. That's what I'm reading. Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. Really good. Anyway, so as I was meal planning, I actually was thinking about a few little tips to share with you guys, because as I was meal planning, I always like it. It's hard because as I've been doing meal planning for so many years, I actually went back on my computer and went back to look at some of I like to do that when I'm struggling finding things to make. And actually I didn't do this last night, but I did this last week when I was finishing my meal planning. Usually for my meals, I don't have to kind of go back and look. It's just for the family's meals, because it's just hard trying to come up with different things, because they're not as like adventurous as I am wanting to try new things. Well, I wouldn't say all of them, but really just my husband. So I like to go back and look at some of my old plans, and because I used to type them out on my computer, and there's goes all the way back to like 2010 in my documents of all the different meal planning I've done. And so anyway, when you have that already just kind of built into your system, you don't think about how you do it. I get a lot of questions like, how do you meal plan? How do you come up with things? Well, really now with Pinterest, that's really what I use, is just Pinterest. But here's one of the things I was thinking about last night as I was going through my Pinterest. When you go into, say you find a recipe that interests you, and you go to that, instead of just pinning that recipe, or I know if you're like me, you go into and actually look at the recipe to make sure it's even like feasible, has ingredients, or if the pin is valid, because a lot of times the pins are not, they're not there or whatever. So once you're in that website, here's where I found some really great recipes. Sometimes it's not even the pin that I originally went into the website to look at. Sometimes it's been like other things on that same website. So, if you like the recipe, also kind of cruise around that website and look and see if there's any other recipes you may like, and maybe you may like them more than the one that you were originally looking at. That's how I find new recipe blogs. I just kind of search around. When I find a recipe, I just go in and look around and see if there's any more on that website. And a lot of times other bloggers will link to other bloggers' recipes, and so that's another way you can find it. So if you click on a recipe, like for me, since I do a lot of meal prepping and a lot of meal planning, you'll see a pin that says 20 easy chicken recipes. So you click on that and you go into the person's website, and there'll be like links to like 20 different recipes all over the internet, and that gives you exposure to 20 other bloggers out there with recipes. So that's how I find my recipes. And it's not a lot of work, it's not a lot of time. You just it's just clicking. So you just go into one and you kind of cruise around, and then you go into another one. And honestly, here's another thing too. is that the name of the blog for me makes it sometimes more enticing to click in. So I think it is important what people name their stuff too. So anyway, so that's what I was kind of doing last night, but it kind of made me think about that. It's a really good tip to just, utilize Pinterest more than just the ones that are actually there, just, look around and go, let it lead you into other places. Now it's really easy though to get, you just keep going and going and going, and then you eventually get back to Pinterest. But that's just the way I have found some really good recipes. Another thing that actually I was reminded about from, I think it was somebody on Instagram sent me a message about theme nights. I did used to do theme nights, and so I pulled up some of my old theme nights this morning, because when I was thinking about it, I wrote down, you guys, I have to write things down and remember to talk to you about them. I know, sad. So when I wrote down this meal plan tip about going into Pinterest, it reminded me of the theme night thing. So I went on this morning and wrote down some of the theme nights that we used to plan. So I used to do this all the time because it was so hard. This was before I started this journey, and it was really hard to come up with, a creative meal plan every week, because I would just get bored with the same old food all the time. My husband, he could probably eat the same thing over and over again, but I can't. That's why you see I don't do a lot of repeats, because I really like to try new things. So here's just some examples of some themes that I used to do. I used to do Italian night, Mexican night, sandwich night, soup night. Sometimes we would do just appetizer night, so we'd just do all different appetizers. Did a meatless night. We do breakfast for dinner, and like the breakfast for dinner, I try to do something different. So either maybe be pancakes one week, French toast one week, a breakfast bake, just things like that. Try to mix it up. Oatmeal, casserole night, which is not a huge hit with my husband. He's not a huge casserole fan. We would do like burger night and try to do something different with that. Beef night, pork night. My husband's allergic to chicken, so we couldn't do a chicken night. So sometimes if it was something that I didn't want, I would just make chicken for myself. And then I would do like a copycat night. So that's how I discovered a few like copycat, like restaurant and fast food restaurant recipes. So I would kind of think of something, or just look on online, just type in copycat recipes, and you could find some different things. So I did like a copycat night. And then we had bar nights. So no, it's not like bar as in like drinking and that kind of bar, but we would do like different bars. So I would do pizza bars. So I would just have either, sometimes I would buy like the already done crust, but a lot of times I would just buy like my local Safeway sells pizza crust, and you could split it up, and I would go ahead and bake off, just a little bit, bake some of the pre-bake some of the crust, and I just do small individual ones, and then lay it out, and people could, I would have a bunch of different toppings out, and that you just make your own pizza, and then I would bake them off for them. We did taco bars, we did baked potato bars, and we did salad bars. So again, it was just having, all different toppings for the baked potato, and then just to have the baked potatoes out there, and people just top their own baked potatoes. And I would have meat and chicken, chicken, beef, just depending on whatever we had, and all the toppings. And then salad bar, again, just kind of picture a salad bar in a restaurant, and I would just have all those different things out. So those are some ideas for some meal planning. I have to, what was I going to say? Oh, one other thing that I forgot to mention that I saw at Walmart the other day, and I meant to bring this up. I think I didn't talk to you guys right after I went to Walmart that day because it was really super busy, but they have their own version of the Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel Seasoning. It's called Everything Bagel Seasoning, I think, and it's like $1.98, so it's like 1 cent cheaper than the Trader Joe's one. But for those of you who don't have a Trader Joe's or have been buying it online, which I know that on Amazon it's pretty expensive, so I might just go ahead and take a trip to Walmart this morning, I have to work today. At lunchtime, I have to pick up a couple other things, so I may just go ahead and go there and see about picking some up, because I don't really need any, but I really want to do like a side-by-side comparison of the two, even like looking at it and then tasting it. So So I think I'll go ahead and pick a jar up. It's only $1.98, and it's not like I won't use it because I love this stuff. But you guys know I had to drive like almost 2 hours to get to a Trader Joe's. So if that's one of the things that I really like that they have there. So I think I may do that, and I will of course show it to you. So I better start getting going. It's almost 6:30, and I still have no idea what I'm gonna wear today. I'm still just not feeling the greatest, and it's only Wednesday. I was really thinking it was Thursday when I woke up this morning. Oh, it's such a bummer when it does that. And I gotta get my lunch together, which I'm just having leftovers for lunch since I only ate about half that soup last night, but it is so good, and I have 3 bowls left. The recipe said it made 5 to 6 servings. I don't know what size servings that recipe was using, because I gave both the boys a big bowl of it, and then I gave myself a big bowl for lunch. And I mean, I'm talking like big bowls. And then I had 3, oh no, I guess that's 6. So it's pretty large bowls, so never mind about that. I guess that's what they're thinking, because it's 5 to 6. So I was trying to think, I had those 3, and then I have 3 more in the refrigerator. So, but they're large bowls, so it's like that's a pretty good recipe, and you're only having to account for the pasta, so it's really low points too, and such a fall yummy recipe. Is really good. I just wanted to try it, even though I didn't feel like eating. I just really wanted to try it. But I stopped eating yesterday at 6 o'clock, so that means today I can start eating at 10 with doing my intermittent fasting. And so I'm going to bring an extra yogurt, I think, because I probably will want to eat something earlier, I imagine. We'll see how my tummy feels. So let me show you my food. Okay, so for Wednesday's lunch, I am taking leftovers. This is the leftover minestrone soup from Tuesday night dinner. So good, you guys. So good. This is getting me in such the mood for soup. So definitely going to see 1 or 2 soups on the menu next week. Anyway, so good. This is only 2 smart points, which is amazing because you're only having to count for the pasta. So it's so good, you guys. So 2 smart points for this really big bowl of soup. And then since I did not eat dinner, I only ate. And then for snacks today, I am bringing a yogurt, which I am assuming I will have pretty early because I did stop eating last night about 6, and so I can eat again at 10 o'clock if I do my 16 hours of fasting. So I have one of these pineapple 000 yogurts. This is 3 smart points. And then I just have some little petite dill pickles. I have a guacamole cup to have with my carrots. I have a hard-boiled egg for 0, grapes for 0, and then I have a light cheese stick here for 1 smart point. So my snacks are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 smart points, and then my soup is 2 smart points. So this is what I am packing up to take to work. Oh my gosh, don't you hate when like just a piercing headache just starts? Oh, I was just driving along, and all of a sudden, literally like right here, just this piercing pain went through my head. Ah, man, that sucks. Oh, another meal planning thing. Maybe this whole like today's vlog is going to be meal planning tips, which I get a lot of questions about. I had another person ask me before too if I suggest using like a binder, a recipe binder, if I've ever used a recipe binder. And yes, I did. I actually still probably have them. It's one of those things I really need to clean out of my garage. Is I have a big bin, and I'm talking a big bin of magazines and cookbooks. I used to get those. I used to have a subscription to that Taste of Home, and I have like so many of those. And then plus, do you guys remember, and they may still have these, I don't know, but you may remember at the checkout stands there would be like recipe books. I would buy all those recipe books all the time. Every time there's a new one, I'd be like, ah, and I still have some of those. I don't want to throw them away because I remember having some of the, especially around Christmas time, some of the best like cookie recipes were out of some of those cookbooks. But I do need to go through them. That can be like a winter break project when I have 2 weeks off during December. Anyway, I do have some recipe binders out there. But now with Pinterest, I really just prefer using Pinterest. And you really can do Pinterest almost the same as a recipe binder. I mean, there's boards, so you just split your boards up with, and that's what I have. I do have a lot of boards. I need to cut them down. But one of the things with the boards that I do have that I like is that I have it split up by like categories.
Now, I did start a bunch of boards where a lot of you guys are contributors to it, which I need to, so those ones are kind of mixed. And so what I do is I go through that board and sometimes I split it up into my other categories. But you can do categories within boards now. I don't know if you guys know that on Pinterest. So like say you had a main dish category, like board. You had a board that's called main dish. You can do categories, so you could do beef, you could do chicken, you could do soups, you could do stews, and that's kind of what I do. And but mine are a mess, so I really need to clean them up. But you can kind of check out my boards. I always have my Pinterest linked in the description box, so you can always go check those out and kind of give you a rough idea. Just know that mine are a mess right now. But I have ones, like I even have like a board with coffee, which reminds me, I actually saw one of the people I subscribe to on YouTube. She just did a coffee lovers tag, and I think that would be so fun. So I really liked her video, so I think I may do that. I thought it'd be really fun. Anyway, totally off topic. I just thought coffee. And since I have a Yorkie, I have a board with just cute little Yorkie pictures. I have like inspirational quotes. I mean, I have a ton of things, but as far as food, which is what we're talking about, I use that for meal planning pretty much exclusively now. And you can really set it up like a binder. So if you're a person that doesn't have a printer or don't want to print out a bunch of recipes, you can use Pinterest the same way. Now, the only thing is, like, if you have cookbooks, you know, or like you have magazines that you like to tear them out and save them, you could always scan those and upload them to your computer and put them in Pinterest as well. So however you want to do it, but you can use Pinterest the same way, and that's what I do now instead of doing recipe binders. But I definitely think recipe binders are a great thing. So yes, I do recommend recipe binders. Okay, I can't put you up on my mount because the sun, the way it's shining through, you can't see me at all. So I'm at Walmart. It's lunchtime, by the way. So here is that seasoning I was telling you about this morning that I saw at Walmart last week. So it's called Everything Seasoning, Bagels, and More. It looks like it's the same ingredients, but I mean, to me it looks slightly different, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just kind of remembering it wrong. But anyway, I'm going to compare the tastes between the two. So I will do one slice of avocado egg toast with the Trader Joe's and one side with this one. So whenever I do that, I will let you guys know how it turns out. I picked up one more bag of my favorite coffee, and then I also picked up some of the pumpkin spice. I don't know that I have tried the pumpkin spice, because normally I just wait until the sugar-free pumpkin spice creamer's out and I just use that, but this may be good for my black coffee I have in the morning. It gives you a little bit of flavor to it. So anyway, I'm gonna try that. And then randomly I just picked up some maple flavored morsels, so like chocolate chips, but they're maple chips, because those are the kind of things that are never around when I'm cooking stuff for the holidays. We're always sold out. I am on my, as my water goes, this is my third one already. So I mean, it's almost done. So that's like, what, 72 ounces of water already. So doing good on that. I'll definitely drink another one. It's only 12:43 right now, so I do have to be back to work soon. I haven't eaten my lunch yet, but I did break my fast a little bit early because I was starving. I'm sure it's because I ate nothing last night. That's what I thought what it was going to be, that I did not eat much yesterday. So I kind of knew I was going to break my fast at least at like 10. I think it was like 6:30 when I finally ate my soup last night. 6 or 6:30. I couldn't remember. So my stomach was I was just starving today. And so I ate my cheese. I ate my grapes. I was still hungry, so I ended up eating an RX bar. And I'm still like hungry. I don't know what it is. It must just be hormones or something, because it's that time of the month. I don't know. Only thing I can think of, because I am just starving today, and so I'm gonna go back and eat my soup. But that's all I've had. My cheese stick, my grapes, RX bar. Yeah, pretty sure. 3 things and 3 things of water. But I put some gum in before I went to the store because I was just so tempted the whole time I was in there. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go and I will check in after work. Hey guys, I almost forgot to come on here and close up today's vlog. Oh my gosh, by the end of the day, you can tell when I've had a long day. you guys ever think, oh my gosh, she looks so put together in the morning, but then, wow, what happens at the end of the day? That's how I feel, believe me. I feel like I look. It was a long day. I was so hungry today, you guys. So I think for dinner tonight, I am just going to do leftovers, and because we have like a gazillion cups of soup left. I think I have 3 big tubs of soup still left. So I think I'm just going to do leftovers. People eat whatever they want. I like to do that midweek anyway. We usually do it on Thursdays or Fridays. That way it gets me time, you know, everything emptied out before grocery shopping on Saturday. But I'm thinking, sounds good to do it today. So I think we'll do that today. Tomorrow I will make the jalapeno chicken because I seriously ate all of my food. So I ate my yogurt, my cheese, my guacamole and carrots. I even ate one of those. I told you guys I ate that RX bar. But because the soup was only 2 points, I mean, I still have points left over. But we had these little mini kind bars that we had left over from a meeting that we had a few weeks ago. And those are like 4 points. So that was 4, 7 for the RX bar. That's 11, 8, 9 with the soup, 12 with the yogurt. I had the cheese stick, that's 13. So I have 13 points. I have 10 points left over still. And I felt like I was just eating all day, but I had the grapes. The guacamole, that's another 3 points. So 16 points. So I have 7 points left over. I have no idea what the jalapeno popper chicken was going to be. It would only be for just the cream cheese. That's it, though. I think that's all that's on there that would be points. I don't remember if there was cheddar cheese, although yeah, probably is. So I think it would have been 3 points for the cheddar cheese, too. So maybe 5 points for dinner, and that would have been it. So anyway, I could not stop eating today. And then we had, there were some like other vegetables out there. So I ate just a few pieces of like broccoli and cauliflower, and I was just hungry all day. It was very weird. And now I'm stuffed. So now it's like, I don't even want dinner. So if I do eat anything for dinner, I think it'll just be more soup because we have a ton of it. I may even bring, it was so good though. I mean, it is such a good soup. So definitely I'll post that video. Will be up for like Friday or Saturday. I think probably probably realistically Saturday. So you have to try it. It's minestrone soup. It is so good and so simple. It took 30 minutes to make, and that was it. But it tasted so much better today, probably because I wasn't feeling well yesterday. It's probably why I thought it didn't taste very good. I'm checking my mail. Hold on. Anyway, when I had it last night, I just, you know, it wasn't like it was bad. I just wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat a bunch of it. But today, it was so good. I got my makeup brushes, and I got another set of them too. So I have 2 sets of them. I will show them to you guys in the morning. Oh no, I'm not doing a vlog tomorrow. I'll show you guys on Friday. I liked the ones, I tried them today. One of the ones, I don't know if I told you guys that I was getting the makeup brushes, but anyway, I ordered some makeup brushes. And, but these are the eye ones only, so I'm excited to look at those. So anywho, I'm just going to close up the vlog, and if I do eat anything else, I will put it right up here somewhere. If I don't, then I will see you guys on Friday. I will do a weekly update / Friday vlog. I think I'll just put them together. So I will do that. So I will see you guys then. I hope everyone is having a fantastic week. Since we are midweek, let me know if you guys are doing your meal plan and put it down in the comment section. We can help each other out on that. And I hope you enjoyed the meal plan tips I kind of gave in this video, because I think that's what most of this video was. So let me know if you enjoyed those and any other tips you may have for meal planning. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye guys.